Projectors, what up though? It's that time of the year. We're going into the new year, and I want to give y'all some journal prompts and affirmations to help keep you grounded, get back in alignment while you're setting these new habits, new goals, new intentions, new routines going into 2026, the new year, right? Or whenever you come across this video. If it's not right at 2026, these will still help you. So the projectors are natural born guides, the ones who easily see into systems and patterns and how those things can be revised and changed for the better. We also have a lot of wisdom and opinions and knowledge based off of our experience, and we can easily see into the people in our lives and the things that we're working on because of our cone-shaped aura that feels very, very like penetrating. It's very intense. I can see you, into you. I understand your energy and your patterns. It might be too much for you, but trust me, I have insights. But I need to wait to be recognized and invited in to share those insights in order for them to be heard and not fall on deaf ears. In order for them to be acknowledged and for us to feel seen and valuable, we need to wait for people to recognize us and invite us in to share our knowledge, our opinions, and anything that we need to say. That is like, trying to tell them what to do. Sometimes people aren't ready, and then we're going to get irritated that they're not ready to hear, and then we're just going to spiral into our not self emotion of bitterness. And what do you mean? I literally just told you what to do and you didn't appreciate that. We're not doing that anymore. Okay, projectors, honor our strategy of waiting for the invitation, waiting to be recognized. Okay, so here's some journal prompts for you to utilize during this chapter of transition and shift and implementing new habits and setting intentions. Okay. And I can say all this because I'm a projector and I know. All right, so get your journal, get your pen, write this down, utilize this during a time of grounding, during the next full moon, anytime you feel like you need a little something, okay? So where am I giving guidance without being invited? I just said we got to wait for our invitation, wait to be recognized. And when we don't, we're often met with resistance. We're often met with like, I didn't ask you. So what do you mean? I don't care. Okay, great. And then moving on. So in order to avoid those types of responses, we have to wait for people to invite us in to share. Because like think about it. When you're doing something, do you always want to be told what to do if you didn't ask? Like unsolicited advice is kind of irritating. I think it is. Most people think it is. But as a projector, you think that what you're saying, everybody wants to hear right then in that moment. And it's like, ooh, life changer, game changer. And it is in a way of planting seeds. But if they're not ready to water that seed's not going to grow. It's just going to go into dormant dirt, ground, and die. And that's annoying. Okay. So we don't want that. So where am I giving guidance without being invited? What does rest feel like when I stop justifying it? Projectors, we don't have that sacral center defined like generators or manifesting generators. So we don't have that battery pack to just keep going, 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 right? We have to take breaks. We have to allow ourselves to rejuvenate our battery, rejuvenate our energy, take time away, take a nap, go in nature, get away from that generator energy, step away from whatever we're working on so we can come back to it later even better, more energize and like get a bunch of stuff done in a short amount of time, then take another break, get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time, then take another break. That's how our energy operates best. Pushing through burns us out, exhausts us, overwhelms us, irritates us, and it diminishes our productivity. You're just spinning your wheels, but you're not really getting a lot done. And if you are, it's not your best work. So why do you want to push through? Okay. So, where does rest what does rest feel like when you stop justifying it? It's okay to take rest. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to take naps. It's okay to be like, you know what? I'm about to step away because I want to, because I just don't feel like it right now, because I don't feel like I have the energy right now. It doesn't feel aligned right now. So, I need to take a break. I don't need to have a why. I don't need to have an excuse. I don't need to have a reason. I don't need to get this much done. I just need to honor my energetic cycle. And that means taking rest and taking breaks without guilt, without needing to justify it, without needing a solidified reason. You don't need that reason other than my body says I need it. And that's good enough. You don't need to justify it. So the next question, journal prompt would be, where do I feel unseen and how am I responding to that? As a projector, we love to be recognized. We need to be recognized in order to feel like very appreciated, seen, heard. We need to be recognized in order to share our thoughts and our wisdom. And so when we don't feel seen, when we are sharing information and people aren't hearing us and listening to us, and we feel like it falls on deaf ears, or people aren't asking us for our opinion or our insight, then like, what does that feel like to you? How does that make you feel and how do you respond to that? Do you lash out at people? Do you try to talk louder to get their attention and be seen? Do you get really small and just stop talking because they don't give a fuck anyway? You know? Pay attention to how you feel in those unseen moments and how you respond. When we feel unseen, we need to fill our own cup. It's nobody else's responsibility to fill our cup. We can give them tips to help us keep our cup full and give the people in our lives tips on how to pour into us. But at the end of the day, it's our responsibility to keep our own cup full. So when you feel unseen, first of all, check yourself. Did I wait for the invitation? Am I honoring my energy? Am I doing what I need to do as a well-rounded, healthy human to feel seen and the people around me just aren't being supportive? Or am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? Am I overexerting myself? Am I not honoring my own energy and I'm pushing past what my body's telling me not to do? Am I trying to fill spaces because they're quiet and I just want to be heard? So I'm just talking. No intentional speaking. I'm just talking, filling space like the Charlie Brown wah 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 wah. That's not gonna make you feel seen or heard. That's just gonna make you feel even more unrecognized and uncomfortable in the situation. Because then you're gonna leave and be like, why did I say that? What was I even talking about? I didn't even need to say anything. I could have just sat there. But instead I chose to fill space because I feel unseen. So how do you act? How do you respond? How do you feel in those moments? Next question. What recognition am I still waiting to give myself? Like I mentioned, if you don't feel seen, you don't feel heard, you don't feel recognized, there are ways that you can fill your own cup. So what recognition are you waiting for? You don't need it from anyone else. Give that to yourself. Allow yourself to be seen by the people who align with you and will hear you. Put yourself out there somewhere. Maybe not in that same crowd, but if something feels aligned with you, get on YouTube, get on TikTok, write a letter, do something, allow yourself to be seen so that you can align with and and be recognized for who you are. But you have to create that space for yourself first. Internal recognition always feels much better than the external recognition. And the external recognition feels even better when you already know internally, hell yeah, that's me. You see it too? Thank you. I'm so glad you see it. Not, you do see it. That is me, right? Like there's a difference. You see me. You see me, right? We don't want this one. We want this one. You see me. So make sure you're recognizing yourself, filling your own cup up. What do you still need to recognize within yourself? How beautiful you are, how amazing you are, how confident you should be, how much you've accomplished, how smart you are. Okay? Recognize yourself. You are amazing. Don't ever forget it. It's a daily thing that you need to remind yourself. The next question would be what environments drain me or restore me? We're very sensitive to our environments and the people around us. And then also, what invitations feel aligned for me during this next season? What does this next season look like for you? What do you want it to look like and feel like for you? Visualize that, write it out. It might not stay exactly the same. You know, you always need to do monthly check-ins or quarterly check-ins. Make sure your energy is the same. Make sure everything is still aligned with you. Make sure things still feel good with you. Make sure that long-term goal is still on track, still aligned. Do you need to make some shifts? You know? So, what invitations feel good right now in the moment? And it's okay to allow space for them to change later. So, those are the journal prompts. I have a couple of affirmations and decrees. I do not chase recognition. I see my own light. I do not chase recognition. I see my own light. I trust the right invitations will find me. My wisdom has value even when I'm quiet. So I trust the right invitations will find me, and my wisdom has value even when I'm quiet. It's okay to be quiet. We don't have to fill space just because it's there to be filled. So, projectors, I'm out of here. Coming from your fellow projector. Wait for that invitation. You don't have to fill space. You are enough. You're valuable. People see you. You just have to recognize that within yourself and then show up in that energy. Okay. I love you all. If you don't know your energy type, go on to sabledanielle.com. I got a free calculator where you can determine your energy type and also compare it with a loved one. And then book that consultation with me so we can talk about your energy. I can help support you throughout your journey of integrating this knowledge, learning how to utilize your energy while achieving your goals, working towards achieving your goals, shifting your mindset, growing your business, working on your relationships with others or with yourself. I got you. I will support you through that because it's not always easy work. Um, Go to my website, book that consultation, and let's get to going. New year, new me, right? So let's do that together. I got you. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.